All right. How's it going, everybody? Just wanted to hop on. I said we would do a big announcement to get the week started, and we are going to do our big announcement right now. So very excited. As you know, we've been with EXP about 7 months now and have grown now to announce our 6th state. So we are extremely excited to bring on somebody that I've gotten to know really well over the last year, somebody that came to one of our events and is just such a big heart, big culture, just really somebody that you want to be in business with. And so we are extremely excited to announce that we are bringing on Ashley House.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Congratulations.
Thanks. It's a big move.
Well, it is a big move. So you have been you're not a hop around kind of person. You've been with one brokerage your entire life?
I have. Yeah, I got my license 2007 and I've been with the same brokerage since.
So and 13 years.
Yeah. It's been awesome and love the people there, love the broker, love the staff. And so it's been a good experience there. For sure.
Yeah, you got a lot out of it. You were really involved. You helped run the office, do a lot of stuff with culture and board of directors, things like that. So that's awesome. I mean, they really set you up for a successful career. So if everything was really good and going well, what sparked had you ever heard of EXP before?
I've been hearing of EXP for 4 or 5 years probably, and had been approached about it and had quickly turned it down in the past. I wasn't interested in leaving my broker at all. And I didn't know much about it, but I don't know. I just didn't even look at it, which is probably somewhat on me. So, but I finally got to a point where I'm so blessed with my business. I'm so blessed with my sphere of contacts, my friends and my family and my past clients, that I'd gotten somewhat too comfortable, I guess. And so, in the last couple of years, I've started reaching outside of the office because, I'd been in leadership there. I taught some, I'd been mentoring some agents, and it was like, I just need to reach outside of here to get ideas and bigger vision that I'm not getting here anymore. And it's nothing about that brokerage. It's just, I've been there a long time and just needed something new and new perspective.
Yeah, you kind of felt like you'd tapped out. So when you look at that, so when you came outside of that and you started looking to national events and other things, what were you seeing that other agents were doing that you wanted to, get involved in and do more of?
There's tons of marketing ideas, of course, and that's all great, but that's not really where my heart is in business. I'm a relationship person. I'm someone that is obviously providing for my family, and I want to treat people like family. And so that's always, I guess the marketing stuff's good, but that wasn't it. So it really honestly changed my life when I met you last year, like a conference you were leading in Nashville. And I have no idea how I got invited to that because it was only like 50 agents and some elite agents from across the country. I mean, office owners and brokers and just people doing really cool things. And here's what they did. They enlarged my vision in a way that I had never seen before. I only knew what I knew. I didn't know what I didn't know. And when we were sitting around talking and they're enlarging their business to, obviously the basis is selling homes, but then using that to then create more opportunities and more businesses that they can then bless others. Whether it's their clients or the community or whoever, and just basically create more opportunities for people, as well as, really create charity across the world. I mean, when we were there, we raised a lot of money and built a well in Africa, right? For 3 wells.
Yeah, 4 wells in Africa. Yeah.
And so I'd always been involved in community service in our area and kind of heading up our charity last year for my broker, doing those kind of things, but just seeing the perspective of what can we do on a bigger level? How can we expand this and help more people through the simple thing of selling homes? So that it made me want more of that for sure.
Okay, so you expand your mind, you start looking for other opportunities, and then one day you message me and you're like, hey, Don't get too excited. I'm not joining EXP, right? You're a little curious. So, what did you find out when we first started talking that kept you interested? I remember we got off that first call and you were like, wow, I didn't expect all this. So what piqued your interest?
I had no idea. It's a great brokerage, but I think there's multiple things that interest me. One is that it does create multiple ways to earn revenue. So yes, there is selling houses, but then there are other facets such as, revenue share and stock and these kinds of things, which is awesome. And so I really see, quite honestly, I see that as a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
What I saw as one of the biggest benefits is, and let me tell you background, John, you're a big part of it, but I'd also seen in the last year a lot of big teams across the nation that I respected over to EXP. And I was literally like, what in the world is happening? Like, why would they do that? And so I was just curious. So anyway, what I realized is the way EXP is set up is they're not seen as competition. All you and those other teams and whoever all help each other and all share with each other. And that's from across the nation. So it's not my direct competition in Collin County, in Denton County, in North Dallas. And I started watching some of the videos and I was just like, wow, they really share and they really just show you how to do it the best way you can so you can provide the best service for your clients. And then, like I said, provide other opportunities for more people. So
it's cool. I think there's a few different companies that have that sharing mindset, that idea of like, hey, I'm going to share. What I found at EXP is it just takes it to a whole new level. It's a lot deeper. It's a lot more thorough. It's a lot more like, I'm not just going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm actually going to tell you how I'm doing it. And there's a vested interest to collaborate with each other, because not only do we have revenue share, which links, right? That's like a chain that links everyone together, but we've also got the stock. And so like we first started talking and your husband bought some of the stock, right?
Yes, he did. And he's so upset because he knew the reports were going to be coming out and he sold his stock last week. And even this morning, like he was planning to buy it back. He thought it was going to drop some when that happened. Yeah. And this morning he was like, dude, you got to talk to John like this. He said, I'll never sell it again. So yeah, but yeah, this bigger vision of, of where does this go in the future? As realtors, a lot of people don't realize, you're commission based, you don't have healthcare, right? You don't have benefits, you don't have all these things. Unless you're with EXP, and then you actually get access to healthcare and you get access to stock that then can provide, for my kids in the future. I saw someone talk the other day about, just buying some stock for their kids a few years ago. And it's like, now their kids are will go to college on it. And
you saw Rick's interview with the $4,000 turns into $100,000.
Yeah, and I got two little ones. Like I got to do whatever I can to help them. So,
and you provide for the family, right? So, like a thing like health insurance benefits, like that's not a small benefit.
Right. Yeah, that's huge. So it's just kind of taking care of a lot of different areas of our business and our life that will help support my family long term.
So 13 years with one company, did you just jump into EXP both feet, or did you do your due diligence? You interview with some other people?
I have. I've called multiple people. I actually called a couple other brokers that had been, calling for a while. And I was just like, it was hard to leave my old brokerage. I'm gonna be honest. It was hard to, because I love those people and I love that company. And so I wanted to make sure I was making the right decision. I wanted to make sure I knew what was out there. And I'll tell you, there's some great brokerages. There's great brokerages out there. They just all have different tools, all offer their agents different things. But at the end of the day, EXP was the one that I'm like, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about where I'm going to be in a year and where I'm going to be in 3 years. And, the team I can create and the way that I can mentor agents. EXP would reward me to help mentor agents. And that's something I'd already been doing and I love doing. I've been in the business long enough. I want to help other mamas get in the business and help provide for their families and have a flexible schedule. So the chance to be able to do that now and still focus on my business. So I'm not having to do all the business side of it. Like EXP will be the broker and do the business side of it. I just get to help train them and help to, get them where they want to be. So I'm excited about that.
It's really fun, and it's cool to be able, because I agree, I'm the same way. I'm a mentor. I love to give back. I've been doing that. This gives me a different platform and a different reward opportunity. Like, there's great local agencies, there's great boutique companies, there's the sexiest marketing in the world. Yeah, Southern California, right? We've got some seriously cool local brokerages. Yeah. But when you start to stack in the opportunities for leadership and growth and stock and healthcare and really then expanding it to a global brand, right? Now we've just announced 5 new countries. And I mean, it's kind of crazy. You joined at like one of the craziest times because you've seen more happen in a 1 month span, right? Than I think almost anybody would have when they're joining this company. But it'll be funny to look back on because a lot of people feel like, oh, it's too late. Oh, the stock was $8 3 months ago, and now it's 20 or 30, $31 or whatever it was this morning. And they're like, is that too late? But I really see this as an opportunity. I mean, this company could double another 5, 6, 7 times, depending on whose math you use.
Right.
25 million agents in the world, depending on whose numbers. And so, could we get to 1 million agents? Like, I don't know. The enthusiasm level of this company, like you talked about, just like the excitement, right? Like, you just want to be around a bunch of excited people. It's like that scene in Braveheart where he's like running up and down the battlefield with the, and he's like, that's what EXP feels like to me. So anything else that you want to share before we wrap this up?
I mean, I'm thankful to you for introducing me to the opportunity. Cause I mean, like you said, I was like, John, don't try to sell me on this. I just want to know the details. And you really didn't. Like, you didn't. You were like, hey, you got to look and see if this is right for you. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the people around me that have poured into me all these years and want to keep supporting them and encouraging them too. But yeah, I'm excited. Like, I'm excited about where this is going to go. And I'm excited about what it'll do for my family and my clients. And then the people that I can help bring on board to my team and help train them and that kind of thing. So, yeah.
Well, you've got a lot of work to do, right? I mean, we've spent a lot of time on your transition plan. We don't take this lightly. Like, this is your family. You've got kids. Like, my wife. Like, I wouldn't just be like, hey, join this crazy company. Like, let's put your whole life on the line for it. Like, we took this really, really seriously. Yeah. And now we better wrap this up because you've got like 6 pages of homework that you're behind on. So.
I know.
Time to go sell some more houses.
Get up earlier, work harder, all that stuff. But it's awesome. Like, it is. You really put me in a good position for tackling it and just getting started. So I'm
awesome.
Great.
Well, we are really excited to have you as part of our group and look forward to all the big things you're going to be doing. If anybody's watching this that has a question about EXP, feel free to message me directly. You can hop on my Calendly right here and book time, or reach out to Ashley if you're one of Ashley's friends. There we go. Do that. Reach out to her. Set up a time to have a private conversation. And look, this might not be something that's a fit for you right now. It might not be a fit for you in the next month, but maybe in a month or 2 months or 6 months or a year, like, the opportunity is not too late with EXP. So if you've been thinking about it, maybe this is your sign to jump off the fence and have a conversation.
Absolutely.
Have a great day. Thanks for joining us, Ashley. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.